Well, glad to see the whole town's here. Hey, where's the mayor?
Oh, a new episode of Grey's Anatomy was on tonight, so I didn't think he wanted to come.
Fantastic! Hey, do you guys mind if I sit here?
Well, let's start this meeting.
Thank you all for attending. This meeting is now in order. This meeting is to address the labor reform movement. So, as you all know, the labor reform movement in the United States grew out of the need to protect the common interest of workers. The labor movement led efforts to stop child labor, give health benefits, and provide aid to workers who were injured or retired. Unions fought for better wages, reasonable hours, and safer working conditions. The specific labor reform movements we'll be talking about in this meeting are the ones that sprung up due to factory systems coming out of the Industrial Revolution. And that's...
Hi, my name is Sarah Bagley.
Hi, Sarah. Oh my god, Sarah, I am the biggest fan! Sarah, oh my god, I am so happy to meet you!
I was born on April 19th, 1806 in Candia, New Hampshire. My parents owned a mill when we were young, in order to support our family. I began working in the Lowell Mills, the Hamilton Mills to be exact, at 30 in 1837. I moved to the Middlesex Mills after 70 weavers walked off their jobs striking. Working in the mills gave us women a sense of independence. In 1844, there was an economic depression. There was 1,000 textile workers that left their jobs. I became the president of the Lowell Female Labor Reform Association. My reform, we petitioned for 10-hour days, equal pay, improved health conditions, and we even petitioned the state legislature. We were declined many times, for they said they could not determine the hours and it had to be determined by the mill owners. I worked for the Voice of Industry paper, and I helped write articles that helped promote our reform. But then I was fired, for John Allen said he didn't want females working at his company, and I became the first female telegrapher in the United States. I returned to the mills, once again.
So, what is your knowledge of the labor reform movement?
Well, in late November of 1842, we had 70 weavers in the Middlesex Mills walk off their jobs, protesting their requirement to tend to 2 looms instead of the one that they were originally required to attend. Then, in 1844, under the improved economic conditions, male wages were raised rather than female wages. We were left to suffer. And then, as president of the Lowell Female Labor Reform Association, I have seen my association grow from 5 members to 600 members.
Oh wow. Well, thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Get off the stage.
Hi, my name is Harriet Robinson,
Hi, Harriet.
and I used to be a Lowell Mill girl.
Harriet, get back to work. You're not making any money sitting on your ass all day.
My father died when I was at the age of 6, and my mom had to support our family. We were in poverty, and my aunt gave us the great idea to move to Lowell so my mom could get a job as a boarding house manager. Eventually, she couldn't support our entire family, so I had to go to work. As a Lowell Mill girl, I became a doffer, and I earned extra income from my mom. One of my proudest moments actually working as a Lowell Mill girl was organizing a strike when our employer wanted to reduce cuts. So I told my entire house to storm out and refuse to work. And in doing so, I actually caused my mom to lose her job. Many of the Lowell Mill girls moved to Lowell to work in the mills for our limited supply of books. We were able to access libraries, go to concerts, attend lectures. So in our time that we weren't working, we were actually educating ourselves. I actually took 2 years off from the mills to go to the Lowell High School and learn Latin and English grammar. I wrote many poems. I published them to an editor who later became my husband. His name was William Robinson, and he wrote about the opposition to slavery, so our life was really hard. Do you have any questions? Yeah, question right here.
What is your take on the atrocities in the factory life?
Many girls like me moved to Lowell to work, but eventually, as the years grew by, they couldn't take the sleep deprivation, they couldn't take all the health problems. Eventually, Lowell Mills altogether just started cutting out women and employing immigrant families to work for less, to work longer, and then next thing you know, 1 out of every 3 spinners, many under the age of 25, would die before completing 10 years in the factory. My book was just an example of how mill life has changed so drastically.
Hi, I'm Aristus Brownson. I'm a labor organizer from Vermont. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in 1803, and I was the son of 2 farmers. As a child, I was always engaged in the works of literature, mainly the Bible and works by Homer and Locke. Throughout my life, I always struggled to find religious meaning. I went through several religions. I was brought up as a strict Calvinist Congregationalist, and in 1822 I converted to Presbyterian and then Universalism, and then I joined the Workmen's Party of New York, took a hiatus from my religion. I was Transcendentalist, and then I renounced my Transcendentalist beliefs and became a Catholic. I helped to found the Boston Quarterly Review, and I wrote my most important document in the review called The Laboring Classes, which I published in 1840. Any questions? Yes?
So what is your knowledge of the labor reform?
Well, as I previously stated earlier, I had strong beliefs that the common man was often wrongfully subjected by society, and that the rich and even some government officials weren't willing to make changes to help the common man, and they just were almost corrupt in their own beliefs that they just wanted work and they weren't willing to help people. Yes?
Why did you constantly change your religion?
I wonder if I should do something with my life. Oh well.
Well, throughout my life, I constantly changed my religion because I could never find satisfaction religiously. I never was really sure what to believe, and that's why I changed. Sometimes even taking a hiatus from religion to uptake a more political career during my time in the Workmen's Party of New York. That's about it. I read it the other day.
Alright guys, so what are we going to do about this? We all know what we want. We want better wages. They gotta stop reducing our cut. We want better working conditions because it's becoming a serious health problem.
It's killing us.
Well, as an
And we
organizer,
want less hours.
I think we should just create a union, a group of people that can advocate for our best wishes. If we all join together, then they can't stop us the more people we have. If it's just one person going on strike, they can obviously fire you. A person can be fired. A group of people can't be fired. As a group of people, we can be stronger than we are individually. So I think we should make a labor union.
I'm all for it.
I'm in.
Alright, let's break it down. Unions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Unions!